Hey everyone, welcome back to another plan with me. This week we are going to be using this sticker kit from my Etsy sticker shop, and this one is called Roaring 20's. And this kit I actually designed all the way back at the beginning of 2020 since we were moving into a new decade, and I kind of wanted to do like a throwback kit to like the 1920s. So this kit is definitely inspired by like Art Deco, 1920s kind of vibe coming around to the 2020s, and I had so much hope for 2020 like I think a lot of people did. So it's just kind of ironic at how what a dumpster fire 2020 and honestly 2021, 2022. But this kit was also inspired to be kind of like a New Year's Eve type of kit, and that is why I'm using it for this week in my planner, which was the week of New Year's. I've always really loved like Art Deco 1920s, kind of like Great Gatsby vibes to it. So this is definitely a kit I am really proud of, and I just really love how the artwork turned out for this one. So if you guys would like to purchase the sticker kit, I will have a link below to my Etsy planner sticker shop. And the topic for this week is going to be all about a new thing that I have started doing in my life this year. And honestly, I don't know why it's taken me so long to do this, but it has kind of been a little bit of a game changer for me. Now, this might kind of be another one of those kind of like duh or obvious kind of things, but I am definitely one of those people that I forget to do skincare. And what I have been doing recently, especially in the wintertime when it gets dark early and I don't like being out of my house by myself after dark, I typically tend to be a little bit more of a recluse in the wintertime than I typically am. And one of the things that I have started doing is actually doing my skincare routine pretty close to when I get home. So after I get home from work, it's about 5:30-ish or so. And by the time I've cooked dinner and had dinner and everything like that, I have started taking all my makeup off for the day, probably about 6:30 or so, and doing my entire skincare routine at that time, because I find that I am the type of person that I tend to forget to do skincare routines unless I am like really thinking about it. And most of the time before I have started implementing this new change is I would be at home working on things all the way up till, right before I go to bed. And before I do, I'm like, oh man, I gotta brush my teeth. I gotta take my makeup off. And, sometimes I stay up a little bit late, and by the time it's time for me to remove my makeup, all I can muster up is like a makeup remover wipe, and that is all I can do. Because when I am ready to go to bed, I've got approximately like 48 seconds before my head needs to hit the pillow. And I don't know about you, but I cannot get a full skincare routine down in 48 seconds. So a lot of nights, micellar water and a makeup remover wipe was pretty much all I would manage. But about maybe like the last 2 weeks of December, I think, is when I really started doing this. And I decided that I wanted to start like taking my makeup off really early, like as soon as I get home. Like if I know I'm just going to be at home in the house for the rest of the evening, go ahead and take that makeup off right away. It makes me feel so much better because number one, I am just ready to get the makeup off my skin from a full day of work. And I'm also not as tired yet. So I feel like a lot more prepared to actually like go through a real skincare routine, like actually cleansing off my makeup and doing toners or a mask or ampules or serums and primers and potions and all kinds of things like that. I am much more likely to do that earlier in the evening, and it has honestly been like such a game changer for me to like take my makeup off at like 6 o'clock and then have the rest of the evening to go about my night, get the things done that I want to do, and then I don't have to worry about that last minute, oh no, I still have makeup on. Don't worry, I'm not the worst though. I would absolutely never intentionally sleep in my makeup. That is just something I absolutely have no time for. And you really, honestly, listen to me. If no one has told you this, you really, 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 really do not want to be sleeping in your makeup. It does horrible things for your skin. Honestly, please just, if all you can manage is a makeup wipe and some micellar water, that is way better than doing absolutely nothing. So ever since I started doing this, I just find I am so much more likely to actually do a real skincare routine, and I have been loving it so much because also I feel like just taking that extra like 10 minutes is a little bit more of like that self-care kind of thing, which I'm not the best at really making time for myself because I have so many things that I want to do and get done. And I honestly kind of forget to do a lot of like relaxing self-care kind of things. So that has just been really a game changer for me at doing my skincare early on in the evening. It just gives me so much more time, I feel like. And then I'm not like rushed at the end of the night when I am so deadbeat tired, ready to go to bed and just say, screw it. I'll just do a makeup wipe. And it's really one of those things that I feel like you just have to absolutely make time for yourself and also figure out what kind of skincare products work well for you. I know that like several years ago, it was really popular to do like the 12-step Korean skincare routine. And I think for a while I did kind of fall into the like, oh man, I should be doing 15 steps in my skincare routine. And I really found that for me, that just wasn't the best option for me because 99% of the time you do not need like every single step there is in these like really involved skincare routines. And sometimes I find that too many products can just really overload my skin and end up being just like either redundant or even a little bit irritating to my skin. So I have definitely like over the years figured out what are the issues that I have with my skin and what are the products that are going to best address those concerns. And honestly, skincare is one of those things that is not like a one size fits all type of thing. And some people swear by only doing skincare in the morning, and some people only do their skincare at night, and some people do both, and some people do neither. And there's always just so many different concerns as far as like what type of skin do you have? Do you have dry skin? Do you have oily skin? Do you have combination skin? Do you have acne prone skin? Do you have aging concerns and things like that? And it's all about finding out what are the things that you are trying to target and then finding the products that are going to work best for you. Now, I'm definitely one of those people where I'm very lucky that I for the most part do not really have like acne prone skin, and my skin is not particularly sensitive, so I actually find that I can kind of like jump around and try a lot of different things in a short amount of time and not have my skin completely freak out, which I know is definitely not the case for everybody. I know people that when they find a product, they stick to it, and that is the only thing they use, because if they stray from that, their skin will absolutely go ballistic. And I always feel so bad for people that have really sensitive skin like that, and I'm really glad that I do not have that problem. So I do get to do a lot of those like skincare fun videos like my mask Mondays and my sheet mask Sundays, and I really enjoy doing those. And honestly, that whole kind of like those two mini series really kind of came out of the overconsumption kind of issue that I was facing. So for a long time, I had like bought up a whole bunch of different face masks that I wanted to try and review. And then all of a sudden, after doing that for years and years, I look at my collection and I'm like, wow, I have like 30 different face masks in my collection. And I wanted to kind of think of a way to work that into my channel that could be, number one, it could be content for my channel. And number two, I could also be actually using these products and getting my money's worth out of them and not letting them go to waste. So that's really kind of how like my Mask Monday series came about. And then I added on my sheet mask Sunday because once again, I buy all these sheet masks. And then all of a sudden I'm like, wow, I have 50 different sheet masks in my collection. And it's even kind of funny to say something like my sheet mask collection. Like that alone is kind of like a funny concept for me because sheet masks are not something to collect. And I have found that doing my sheet mask Sunday has been like a really, once again, a fun way to kind of incorporate the products as like a content on my channel, while at the same time actually using up the things that I bought and getting their use out of them and getting them out of my life. And I've also been doing the same thing with these little like shampoo and conditioner samples. I had a big stack of them, just random things that you would get either from like Sephora or Ulta or in hair dye boxes. And I would just hang on to these things thinking like, oh, I'll save these for when I travel. But then whenever I travel, I bring a mini shampoo. So I never ended up using them. So I finally put those in my shower and I have started using them like every time I wash my hair, I grab another set of the mini shampoo and conditioner and I use that in the shower. And I literally had probably about close to 20 of those little packs of like shampoo and conditioner. And I'm finally using those up too. So I'm really like trying to use up all these like little random cluttery things that I have in my home that are, you know, things that are useful, that they have a purpose, but they're just sitting around. And honestly, I've been feeling just kind of like really glad that I have been able to make little progress on these things. So that's kind of what I've been doing lately with all of like my little sample-y kind of things. And then once again, just like doing my skincare earlier in the evening has just been a game changer for me. And it just is so much better that whenever I start getting ready for bed, I'm like, oh, I've already got my makeup removed, I've got my skincare done. Now I actually can go lay down and be done with the evening. So that is what has been on my mind for this evening for this plan with me. I hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, if you'd like this planner sticker set, you can find it at the link below at my Etsy shop. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on social media. Links are below. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.